An empty room. The items are in place. The phone is on the charger, and not a single trace. Such disappearances are recorded all over the world. Sometimes, years later, a body is found. Sometimes, something completely different. But more often than not, nothing is found. We have collected stories where even investigators give up. And we have added one question. What if it's not just about people? The case of Maura Murray, USA. Maura was an ordinary student. Parties, part-time jobs, and friends. On February 5th, she was seen crying in the hallway of her university, and she said that her sister had started drinking again after treatment. Later, Maura lied and said that she had a roommate, but in reality, she lived alone. The next day, she was involved in an accident while driving her father's car. Although she was unharmed, the car was damaged. On February 9th, her father drove her back to the campus, and this was the last time he saw her. Later, it turned out that Maura had been searching online for a map and a house in New Hampshire, where she had once stayed with her family. The house was occupied. On the same day, she texted a guy, "I need to be alone. I'll contact you later." She told her professors that a relative had passed away. This was a lie. Later that evening, her car was found after an accident in Woodsville. A bus driver saw a girl, presumably Maura, who refused assistance, claiming that she had already called the roadside assistance. When the police arrived, the car was empty. Inside, they found her belongings, alcohol, a map, and her identification. And Maura herself was gone. No one saw her leave. No witnesses. She hasn't been in contact since. No body, no trace. Just the question, did she leave or did she disappear? The disappearance of Brandon Swenson, USA. May 13th was a day of joy for Brandon. He graduated from the first year of college. In the evening, a party with friends in the town of Lind, and around midnight he went home. On a straight road, a few minutes. He was tired but sober. At 1:45, Brandon called his parents. He said that he had gone into a ditch. The car is not damaged, just can't get out. The parents left immediately, keeping in touch with their son by phone. When they arrived at the place, the car was not there. But there were clicks of headlights on the phone. Brandon turned the lights on and off, responding to his father's signals. They were somewhere nearby, but they couldn't see each other. The road was smooth and straight. It was simply impossible to disappear from it. Brandon decided to walk back to Lind. "I walked and talked with my father all this time. Calm down, don't panic." And then he screamed, "It can't be!" And he fell silent. The connection didn't go dead, but there was silence on the phone. Then the call was reset. I couldn't call back. The phone went to the answering machine. They searched for him until dawn. Neither his son nor his car were found. And then a strange thing turned out. The phone signal at the time of the last conversation was coming from another area, 40 kilometers from the place where they were looking. It was there that the car was later found, intact with the doors open without keys. Brandon wasn't there. He had known this area since childhood. I couldn't get lost like that. It is still unclear why he was so far away and what he saw in the dark before he disappeared. No one has seen Brandon since. The disappearance of Emanuela Orlandi, Vatican City. Summer, Italy, June 1983. 15-year-old Emanuela Orlandi, the daughter of a Vatican employee, did not return home after attending music school. Since then, there has been no trace of her. Only fragments of strange phone calls, murky theories, and rumors of a conspiracy. She was seen at a bus stop with a flute case. A green BMW is said to have driven up to her. Soon, unknown people called, saying that Emanuela was alive, calling herself Barbara, and selling cosmetics. One of the callers hinted at political blackmail, claiming that the girl had been kidnapped in exchange for the terrorist who had shot the Pope. Later, the case involved the mafia, exorcists, alleged secret parties, and a grave where a chain resembling a girl's was found next to the body of a crime boss. There were even indications that Emanuela might have been the victim of a sexual scandal in the heart of the Vatican. But no confessions, no evidence, and no body in 40 years. Only the shadow of a girl who disappeared in broad daylight in the most secure place in Europe. In 2023, the Vatican unexpectedly reopened the investigation. If you want to continue, if you want to learn more about such mysterious and scary stories, and most importantly, based on real events, then like and subscribe to the channel.